Greetings, I'm Dr. Sean Reed, author of the Dating Toolbox, available on Amazon.com. So guys, if you want to get good at meeting, romancing, dating, seducing women, getting them to fall in love with you, getting them to stay in love with you, please hit the like and subscribe button. Okay, so today I want to talk about why and how we must romance and seduce many women. When this topic comes up, as I'm sure any of you who watch other videos on YouTube know, there's a huge movement among men to just step away from the dating pool. We have MGTOW, men going their own way, Red Pill Society, and a lot of that movement, they're so upset with the way men are treated now, and men are treated badly. A good man who wants to start a family, raise a family, men like that, good men, are treated badly nowadays. So a lot of men have simply given up and opted out of the dating market. And I'm telling you guys, we can't do that. We have to return to the dating market, and we have to become successful. We have to, as I said, become ruthless. We have to become systematic, and we have to abolish fear. Here is why. There's something known as a population crisis, and that is going on in America, Europe, Australia, Japan, China. The problem is we are not producing enough children to maintain our civilization. It works kind of like this. I've had other videos on this, but I'll summarize it right now. You have a population, say 340 million people in a country like America. You have a certain amount of old people, you have a certain amount of middle-aged people, and then you have a certain amount of young people. Historically, we've had enough young people be born and come into the system to work and to support the whole system. So for an economic system, for a cultural system, for a social system to survive, you need a certain amount of young people. Specifically, you need about 2.2 or about 2.3 people born for every 2 people in order to maintain population stability. That's no longer happening. We're only having about 1.4 people born for every 2 people in America. So this is going to create a crisis. I'm not going to get into all the details, but trust me, it's bad. It'll be more than just economic collapse. It'll eventually lead to a collapse in resources. It'll eventually lead to fighting over these resources. This philosopher by the name of Machiavelli one time, he talked about something called a cycle. Civilizations start in ruin and chaos. Then from that, you get order and discipline. From that, you get empire and power. And from that, you get decline. America and Western civilization is on the decline side. And I'm arguing that the collapse of civilization that Machiavelli has noted in all civilizations, I'm arguing that we can stave that off by having more children. The problem is we're not having enough children. On top of that problem, the children we're having they're single parent children, they're obese. Single parent children have all sorts of problems, mental health issues, physical issues. They don't achieve as much educationally. They don't achieve as much academically. They end up on drugs and alcohol. They end up in prison. And on top of that, we have the obesity epidemic. So not only do we have a shortage of people, we have a shortage of qualified people. There'll be less and less mentally and physically healthy people to ensure the safety and survival of our situation. So I argue, my thing is, one of the ways we combat that is men must learn to seduce, romance, get women to fall in love with them and stay in love with them. That's how you build families. We need to build stronger families. Now, I've only argued that a certain percentage of women in today's culture, because of all our cultural forces, because our culture teaches women to hate men, I've argued that only a certain percentage, somewhere like around 1 in 4, women are marriage material. Okay? But you guys, my system will help you learn how to find those women, how to get those women to love you and to stay in love you. That's what I've done in my situation. I've been with my wife. I found a good one and I married her and we've stayed married and we've raised a very physically and mentally robust, healthy child. That's the solution to this problem. So a lot of guys, they've dropped out of the dating system because of it's just not worth it, right? It's not worth it to work hard to build a romance, to build a family, and then your wife is just going to divorce you anyway. 70% of divorces are filed by women. That's why we need a system. We need to strictly adhere to that system. That system, from beginning to end, has rules and structures. If you stick to the rules, if you stick to the structure, you will be successful. So where does that all start? It starts with opening women. Okay? That's why you must not be afraid to open women, because really civilization depends on it. Okay? So it's not just you and your happiness we're talking about. It's everyone's happiness. So that's why you need to open a woman every day. You need to get in the habit of getting good at that. That's why you need to aggressively get phone numbers. You should be opening a woman every day of the month. So that's 30 days, 30 women you open. You should be getting at least 10 phone numbers. Now, as you get better, you will get more phone numbers. Out of those 10 phone numbers, you're going to get at least 3 dates. Again, as we practice more and more, you will get better out of that. Out of those 3 dates, you will put women into your dating rotation. So eventually you're going to be dating 3 women a week. You'll be dating a Tuesday gal, a Thursday gal, a Saturday gal. There's nothing wrong with this, guys. As a matter of fact, you're doing this because it's necessary to build strong families. This is a key step in the process. It just so happens that yes, you'll be having lots of sex, but our goal isn't sex. Our goal is to find a high quality women. And eventually, as you go through this process, you're going to find high quality women. Eventually, one of those women is going to give you the golden year. And that then is a woman you can marry. And then from there, I have ways of keeping that woman in love with you. I have many videos on this. One specifically is 5 ways to keep your wife in love with you. We stick to the rules, guys. We stick to the discipline because our culture is dependent upon it. Okay? Children need fathers. Fathers are critical. We need more children from healthy families. Okay? So like I said, guys, there's more than just you at stake here. So a lot of guys have approach anxiety. They fear opening women. They're afraid of going up and talking to a woman. You guys, you must do this because our civilization depends on it. So what is at stake here is more, like I said, more than just your happiness. It's about preventing this population collapse that we're currently seeing. It's countering the dysfunction we have today because all these kids are raised without a father. It's countering the fact that all these kids are obese. Okay, so our goal here is to create strong marriages and healthy children that can then shoulder the burdens of maintaining our society. So again, guys, you must not be fearful. You must do this as a man attempting to save and make his society successful. Okay, so if you like what you heard and what you saw today, please hit the like and subscribe button, and good luck to you.